In this video, we're going to DIY this bucktool 2x42 into a Tormek or AMK style belt grinder with the guided system. And we have a 12-year-old boy's machete. My goal, make him the sharpest scout in the United States of America. All right, let's grind.
This system here is really easy to use. Once you have it built, you square it up. Just takes a couple of seconds. This is my favorite knife jig by Cutter Masters, but beware, you do have to keep an eye on the cost of their shipping. My favorite part about this jig is that little black bushing there, the Get Slick jig. It just makes sliding across the bar so much smoother. Getting everything set up on this system with the angle cube is such a breeze. Just slap it on the platen, zero it out, slap it on your blade, and then adjust your support bar up or down as needed. Yeah, this variable speed buck tool 2x42 has been so much fun. And if you're a Beaver guy, you already know tracking can be problematic, but that is not the case on this machine. And on this full-blown system with the support bar on the 2x42, yeah, this is maybe my 5th blade on it. And we're doing laser beams. In this particular machete, the edge on it looked like every other machete in the world, just beat up and abused. They're always a lot of fun to work on because the contrast of the before and after are just incredible. And that's it. In a minute or two with this full system, you're up and running. It's time to cook. Like I said, we don't want to cook that steel. We just want to cook a laser beam on this machete. The beauty about this bucktool variable speed grinder is that you can start out at a super low RPM. I like to run it on its lowest setting whenever I start out, just to get a feel and just, you know, kind of get my wings underneath me. And here we go. Bump up the speed a bit. I'm probably running at 1300 here. That's the fastest I've been comfortable at so far. And really, I'm just at this point staying focused on keeping the blade as flat as I can as I go back and forth. We've got a burr going. You can actually see the burr get raised as we pass over, which is really cool. It's kind of hard to see though on this frame or from this perspective. Let's zoom in. There it is. See it getting pulled up. How cool is that to see? But now the battle's begun. We're gonna have to get rid of that burr. The first step in getting rid of that burr, we're going to go ahead and increase our grit progression. So we're jumping from 60 up to 120. Just going to line the machine up to our support bar, get it nice and square. Real quick and easy. At this point, we've got a bevel set. So I just need to do a couple passes on each side. Gaze into the sparks as they fly. Don't know what it is about fire and sparks, but I've always been attracted to it. Alright, we're done with the 120. I'm going to step up to a new belt I just received. This is a silicon carbide 600. Very thin, very flexible. For this type of belt, you definitely need something on top of your platen. Otherwise, you're going to feel that thud every time that tape comes by. I'm using graphite. Just a little thin layer of graphite. It's all you need. Graphite also works as a barrier between the blade and the platen. So now we're over here getting ready to use our new variable speed bucktool 8-inch wheel grinder. Tormek's Angle Master comes in handy getting your bar set up so you get the right size. I didn't realize until editing I had just gotten this wheel today. This is not my Cupid. This is a new wheel I recently found. And no joke, had no clue, but realized today while in the shop that I forgot to swap them back out for the video. I put a good 15 minutes into truing this wheel, but I haven't quite got it dialed yet. If you've ever trued a non-woven wheel on a bench grinder, it's a bit of work and it's very messy. But just like that, we've thinned the burr, but we still got the tip of the blade. Based off that angle, there was no way I could take care of that on the support bar, so we're just freehanding it, doing the best we can. I decided to blend the two bevels right there where they meet. I mean, I guess I really have no choice otherwise but to do it right there. And one of my favorite tools in the shop, the kangaroo strop. This thing does wonders for sharpness. I did, prior to this, go jump on my leather wheel. It was off camera, and to be honest, I think I filmed at 11 p.m., so I just didn't feel like moving everything. And yeah, it's definitely time for a haircut. Or maybe, you know, we let it go a little longer. And you know, I haven't had a mullet in 35 years. Woo, look at that. Oh yeah. Stupid sharp.
Make a wish. Well, this 12-year-old's definitely going to have the sharpest machete at his campfire. I don't know if they were expecting hair shaving sharp, but hey, that's what I do. And huge thank you to all the guys and lady, by the way, ladies now, at the Sharpeners Discord. Big help in putting together this DIY variable speed buck tool 2x42 with the support system. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible, especially when you're dealing with a big old beast of blade like this. U-line paper, check. Shaving, check. Oh, I couldn't be happier. Make sure you subscribe, because next week I've got huge news, the biggest news ever. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you then.